All praise be to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Hakodash, and dumb honors to the big brethren. You already know who. And to the rest of the brethren on down that's teaching and preaching the truth of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Shalom Bayatah Dabada. And to the Akim and Akwat, you so-called repentant Israelites, that acknowledge who you are, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that acknowledge your identity, that accept your true identity. Shalom to you, Mashpachah. This your Hakarab coming at you with a quick one, and it's going to be really, really, really quick. Because I just saw this on my feed, and I said, let me check this out. And what do you have here? Well, let's see. Just to bring out a couple of scriptures and a few meanings, and basically the understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, and end it off. But let's go into it. Without further ado, let's go into it. Check this out.
By Alabama police as he was watering his neighbor's garden while they were out of town. TJ Holmes is with us now, and what Pastor Michael Jennings is saying after the ordeal. Good morning.
All right, Stray. Driving while black, walking while black, golfing while black, swimming while black, napping while black, staying in an Airbnb while black, sitting in a Starbucks while black, bird watching while black. It's become a part of our vernacular.
Now, what color do that brother look? Is he black? Or is he got brown skin? I see brown. I don't see no black. And this is that plantation shit of our people, man. Who calls you black as a nation of people? Your oppressors, your enemies. And you holding on to that shit like a wet coat, like a wet coat riding your damn back. You holding on to it. But when it comes to your real identity, you don't care nothing about it. You choose to hold on to things that these people put on you, that damn byword. But let's go. Let's get it.
Here. And look, you and I talked about plenty of these stories here. Add to this now, watering your neighbor's plants while black. That's what this pastor was doing, and police were called on him. And now we have this police body cam video that shows how he goes from literally a water hose to handcuffs in just a couple of minutes.
I ain't did nothing suspicious or nothing wrong. Told him I'm a pastor. I pastor to I don't eat. You want to lock me up? Lock me up.
This newly released police body camera video shows the arrest of an Alabama pastor who was watering his neighbor's plants.
Do what you got to do. Go on and lock me up.
This past spring, Pastor Michael Jennings was doing a favor for a neighbor who'd asked him to water their plants while they were out of town. But police arrived and started questioning him.
This vehicle is not supposed to be here, and you're not supposed to be here.
You saying that? I'm Pastor Jennings. I live across the street.
You're Pastor Jennings?
Yes, I'm looking out for their house while they gone.
Okay,
Watering they flock.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Now, do you have, like, ID and all?
No, man. I'm not going to give you no ID.
Why not?
I ain't did nothing wrong.
And if you're not one to identify yourself,
Who called y'all?
that's what we got to figure out.
I ain't did nothing suspicious or nothing wrong. Told him I'm a pastor. I pastor to I don't eat. You want to lock me up? Lock me up.
We're just trying to talk to you, man. Come here. Look, man, let me see your phone. Let me see your phone. Just calm down, okay?
No.
Stop.
Do what you got to do. Go on and lock me up. I told you I'm a pastor.
Okay, look, man.
Who called y'all?
You have to identify yourself.
All I did said, hey, man, do you live here? Nah. Is that your car? No.
The pastor was eventually put in the back of a squad car. A woman soon arrives on scene, identifies herself as a neighbor, and vouches for Pastor Jennings.
He lives right there, and he would be watering their flowers. This is probably my fault.
Okay.
She says she is the one who made the initial call to police.
Now what? What does it just say right here? It says she made the initial call to the police. Look who you have here. Now, first of all, that's what he get. And our people is always trying to find a way to say, oh, but see, they doing this to me, doing it to me. Mind your business. That's what you need to do. See? And look who called him. Now, if she said, oh, yeah, he stays across the street. Wait a minute. You know this man stay across the street. And then on top of that, you see him and you know him. So why would you call the police? She gonna say she made a mistake. How you make a mistake? You know who he is if he stay across the street. So why would you call the police on him When you know who that is just by looking at him from down the street and say, okay, oh, that's he over there watering their stuff. You already know who he is. So why would you call the police? See? And that's what his ass get. See? These people don't like you, man. They hate you. And then smile in your motherfucking face as if they your friends, as if they your neighbors. They are not your neighbors. And then besides him, why is he even over there worrying about somebody else that ain't even of his nation? Why you over there worrying about their flowers? Why you over there worrying about if they shit dry out and die because they out of town, then that's their problem. Why you worrying about their stuff? And yeah, I gotta, let me take it back. What did he say? I gotta water their flowers. This is cool, man. These niggas is something else, man.
Did nothing suspicious or nothing wrong. Told him I'm a pastor. I pastor to our east. You want to lock me up? Lock me up.
We're just trying to talk to you, man. Come here. Look, man, let me see your phone. Let me see your phone. Just calm down, okay?
No.
Let me take it back
Stop.
some more.
Do what you got to do. Go on and lock me up. I told you I'm a pastor.
Neighbors' plants.
Do what you got to do. Go on and lock
Let
me
me
up.
take it back.
This
He
past
gotta
spring,
do
Pastor
what?
Michael Jennings was doing a favor for a neighbor. To handcuffs in just a couple of minutes.
I ain't did nothing suspicious or nothing wrong. Told him I'm a pastor. I pastor to our east. You want to lock me up? Lock me up.
This newly released police body camera video shows the arrest of an Alabama pastor who was watering his neighbor's plants.
Do what you got to do. Go on and lock me up.
This past spring, Pastor Michael Jennings was doing a favor for a neighbor who'd asked him to water their plants while they were out of town. But police arrived and started questioning him.
This vehicle is not supposed to...
Now, mind you, what about these people that stay next to them? What about them? Couldn't they come outside and water their people if that's the case? He stayed across the street, across the road, how they say down south. What you worrying about these people flowers in front of their house for? Knowing damn well it ain't nobody of your people. It's the Edomites that stay there. But see, this is the point, that the reason why I'm reading this because of this. I'm finna go into these scriptures and show you. Because you heard what he said, I'm a pastor. No, you a plantation ass nigga, and you think you understand what the scripture's saying and you don't. See, but let me stop running my mouth, but let's go get these scriptures and end it off, because it's just a quick hit. I just saw this and said, man, our people are something else, man. Why you worried about these people? Wouldn't the person next door to stay right there say, okay, well, when they say, hey, can you come out? When you come out, can you flower this, water these? Why is it him doing it? He come way across the street worrying about these people, flowers and stuff. And you know why? You think an Edomite will call the police on you if you're at your own people's house? No, you at her people's house doing that. So that's why she called the cops on your dumb ass. And that's what you get. Because you don't understand the scriptures. But now let's go into them and get them. Let's grab a couple of these scriptures. Let's grab this Matthew. Because he's talking about he a pastor. But they don't get it. And this their problem. Because they lack understanding of the scriptures. This is their problem. Let's go read this. Let's go down to verse 36. And I'm going to start around verse 37. I say. I started 37. Matthew 22 and 37. Yahushua said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. And what his simple ass doing? That's what he get, because he don't understand this. He think this neighbor is meaning anybody around you, and it don't mean anybody around you. It's talking about your own people. See, why was Yahushua quoting this in Matthew and telling you this? Because you was already told that. It's according to the law. According to the law, what is it talking about? See, but let's go into this neighbor right quick. Because when you go into the Designer Compact Bible Dictionary, it tell you pertaining to your neighbor is what? A fellow Israelite. Not know anybody. See? But this is what he get because he don't understand the scriptures. And he think this is being neighborly. That ain't your damn neighbor. Let's grab it. Let's see what it says. Play Zion.
Strong's G 4139. Play Sion. Play Sion.
Let's go down. It says a neighbor, a friend, any other person, nope, and where two are concerned, the other thy fellow man. This is the point right here. Right here. This is the point right here. This is the point right here. I'm highlighting it. Thy neighbor, according to the Jews, any member of the Hebrew nation. That's your neighbor right there. You ain't finna take it outside and say, oh, well, see, no, it's talking about anybody, it's my neighbor. Nope. And this applies to any nation of people. Your neighbor, you got to get out these emotions and shit out of there. It's about the truth. Your neighbor is somebody of your nation. And if you see a motherfucking neighbor somebody that stay next to you, and you ask me, am I your neighbor? And they tell you, no, you're not my neighbor. You can't get mad at them and start crying and say, oh, you said I'm not your neighbor. You hurt my feelings. You're not their neighbor. Why? Because you're not their nation of people. Period. It's about the truth. But what does it say here? This is the point. Thy neighbor, according to the Jews, meaning according to this truth of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, any member of the Hebrew nation, that's your neighbor right there. See? And that's your neighbor. But they don't understand the scriptures. Running around talking about, I'm a pastor, and you don't understand the scripture. Let's go here. Leviticus, 19th chapter. Let's go into it. Let's go down to the 15th verse, because I ain't got to get them all. See, and what was Yahushua quoting when he says that thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself? It's right here in your face. What it says right here in verse 18, and thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. That's what Yahushua was quoting. And who is your neighbor? Let's go back up. Let's get this neighbor. Let's get this neighbor. What does it say? Thy neighbor? Amayat. Well, they say Amit. There's no, it's Amayat. And what does it say? Relation, neighbor, associate, fellow. Let's go down. Strong's definition. It says what? From a primitive root meaning to associate, Slakia, companionship. Hence, concretely, a comrade or kindred man. See? And who is your kindred? Let's grab it real quick. Who is your kindred? Another Israelite. That's who your kindred is. That's who your kindred is. And what does it say? Let's go down to it. It says kindred. What does it say? One's family and relations. Family, relatives, relations, kin, connections. One's own flesh and blood, clan, tribe, house, lineage, folks, people, and kinfolks. What does it say pertaining to that lineage? Lineal descent from an ancestor, ancestry or pedigree, meaning somebody of your own nation. Period, point blank. See? And that's the problem with our people. You don't understand the scriptures. When I'm talking about you a pastor. Tell me, yeah, I got to keep their flowers watered. I got to keep their flowers watered or else they die. You okay? Through, man. And I'm going to end it off there. All praise be to the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Kakodash. Shalom Yasharala.